All right.
First off, how important was it to come back out in the third quarter and get playing your brand of basketball as opposed to what was going on in the first half?
Yeah, I feel like that's perfect wording, our brand of basketball. That's kind of what we've been waiting to play. First half, I feel like things weren't really flowing like we wanted them to, and we had a long talk in the locker room about just getting back to how we play, getting stops defensively, being strong with the ball offensively, and making good decisions. So it was very, very important. They went on their run in the second quarter, so coming out after the half was vital.
How hard is it to watch them go 5 for 5 from the three-point line there in the second quarter?
Difficult. It can be frustrating at times. Definitely. I mean, whenever you're seeing the other team put the ball through the hoop, it's not ideal, obviously. But I feel like just still trusting our defensive game plan was huge. It was just minor adjustments. We were either in help or sink too deep, or we weren't rotating out on shooters. We, again, talked about that at halftime and didn't really make many adjustments defensively. Just said it's one step out further. It's one more rotation. That's ultimately what it came down to.
Talk about, for you, coming off the bench, how important it is to be able to find ways to chip in order to help the team when it needed it.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like everybody coming in, they all play a part. Everybody plays a role, whether you're playing 40 minutes, whether you're playing 20 minutes, 10 minutes, or 0 minutes. Like, everybody's role is so important. And I feel like coming off of the bench, I just tried to bring a lot of energy. We talked about flying around defensively and just talking more. Offensively, just staying aggressive is a big thing and confident, and that energy is always contagious. So that was my mindset going in.
You were struggling as a team in the first half to get rebounds.
Yeah.
How important was it in the second half to start getting some steals and turning the game around so that you're able to score points and take advantage of their mistakes?
Yeah, second chance points hurt us. And I mean, we always talk about in practice, the most high percentage shots come off of offensive rebounds. So, I mean, nobody was happy with how many boards they were getting. They're an athletic and strong and aggressive team. So, I mean, that was one of our main defensive keys going into the game, was to keep them off of the glass. I feel like ultimately in the second half, when we did that a little bit better, things started to turn around. But yeah, that was a big key, yeah.
What was working for you? Like, at what point did you feel like, okay, I can start making some of these and things will start working for me here?
Again, I feel like energy is just contagious. Once you see somebody else put the ball through the hoop, I know a lot of my other teammates had really good games. Sarah had a really good game. I mean, Bella always plays really well. Everyone was putting the ball through the hoop, and I feel like just seeing that gives me confidence, and I mean, ultimately everybody else confidence too and energy. Offensively, I feel like I didn't go in necessarily thinking like I have to score this. It's always just put the other team in a closeout or put them in a bad position so I can get one of my teammates a different shot, or set a ball screen so we can get an advantage. I mean, ultimately, we play team basketball offensively and defensively, so that's always an emphasis.
You guys are at this point 10-2 or 11-2 in conference at this point, right? So talk about how important it is to get wins when you've got a chance here at home to make sure that you continue to put pressure at the top.
Every team in our league is really, really good, and we're going to get everybody's best game. We talk about that a lot. Our record, obviously on paper it's important, but to us it just comes down to how we're playing and whether or not we're holding ourselves accountable for if we're playing our best game defensively, offensively. I mean, we're always making adjustments and looking for ways to get better, regardless if we're 11-2 or 2-11.